If you're a reader, you know about Goodreads. You probably use Goodreads, and maybe you even like Goodreads. I liked it too, but Goodreads didn't work for me. It didn't help me be the reader that I wanted to be. It didn't make me better. It didn't make me happy. And it didn't make me enjoy reading like I wanted to enjoy reading. If you're ready to talk about this, hit the like button. Let's go. All right, I love reading. I love talking with people about the books I've read. This is not news, right? You do too, right? And we love book clubs, right? And we love any time that we can talk to people about a book that we both read and we can just be nerding out about that book together, right? We love that. I also love getting book recommendations from people, right? I like talking about books, but I love hearing other people talk about books, right? I love hearing them talk about books that they loved and that made them think and that sort of shaped them, right? In some way. So you would think that I would love reading the reviews and recommendations that other people leave on Goodreads. Not so much. And here's why. So, two reasons why. One, there were too many of them. Like every time you logged in, I was like inundated with 700,000 people's different opinions about books that I had no interest in reading and like from strangers that I didn't even know, right? So it was too much. I had to like, it wasn't block, but, or it was something. I had to mute. I can't really even remember what it was, but I had to like stop. I had to stop with that. It was too much. It was too much. But also, even then though, with the people whose reviews and whose opinions I would have been interested in knowing, I found that it was making me just hyper focused on the kinds of books that I was reading. And in the way that it was like the kinds of books that I should be reading. Because this is what everyone's reading, or this is what the well-read people are reading, or this is what the people who read and who are good readers and who are in the literary community, this is what they are reading. And so I felt sort of this pressure that those are the books that I should be reading, right? Because I didn't want to miss out. I didn't want to like not know something that as a member of the book community, I should know. And so I felt this, like I was so focused on everybody else's reading lists and what I should be reading. And I just was being really influenced by other people's reading decisions. And yeah, it felt like I was reading books because those books were what good readers were supposed to be reading. And I wanted to be a good reader. So I read the books, not necessarily because I thought the book would be interesting or entertaining or thought-provoking or change my life, whatever, right? But because I thought that's what I should be reading as a member of the book community. But honestly, sometimes I just want to read a silly, stupid Hallmark movie of a book and not feel like that book isn't worthy of my time. And using Goodreads and reading these reviews, it was making me feel like if the book wasn't on some bestseller list or on the short list for some award or on Bill Gates or Barack Obama's or Oprah Winfrey's reading list, then it wasn't a book that I should spend time on. And 100%, I get that that was just me. That's my own pressure. I mean, Goodreads could care less what I'm reading, although people who are annoyed that it's owned by Amazon probably think Amazon does have an interest in what I'm reading. I don't know. But the thing is, it felt to me like Goodreads cared. And it felt to me like the Goodreads community sort of cared because I just felt that I felt the influence and I felt the pressure. And I know it's all my own pressure, but I felt it and it was real. So I had to stop using it, right? Without Goodreads, I can just choose a book that looks good to me without wondering if anybody else thinks it's good or hates it, right? I can just choose a book and not love it if I don't want to, or absolutely love it if I want to. I can just let a book be what it's going to be to me. And when I take notes and write my thoughts and feelings about the book in my reading journal, I don't have to censor what I say or figure out the best way to say it because it's just for me. I'm not trying to impress anybody else with the books I read. And I don't have to be self-conscious about the books that I choose to read, right? If I want to read a bunch of trashy bodice ripping hunk on the cover novels that cost $1.99 at the gas station all summer long, and I don't want to read anything else but that, then I can do that without feeling like maybe I should be reading something smarter or better or more educational or more worthy of my time. I know I could just ignore the reviews. I know that nobody is judging me on what I'm reading. And I know I could just read what I want to read at the pace I want to read it. I know all of these things. I know I could ignore it all and be perfectly happy with Goodreads, just tracking books I read and books I want to read. But if that's all I'm using Goodreads for, keeping a list of titles I've read and ticking them off, I'd just rather not even bother with Goodreads at all. So if Goodreads isn't working for you and you're looking for something else to keep you organized, track what you're reading this year, track what you want to read this year, help you remember what you read, and help you talk about those books with other people, a reading journal might be your perfect solution. If you're interested or want to learn more, head over to thefigtreeboutique.com and check out the one that I designed, the one that I use, and the one that my customers are super excited about. I'll drop the link in the comments, and if you have any questions at all, ask me. I love talking about reading journals. And it really is like 10,000 times better than Goodreads when it comes to helping me enjoy what I'm reading, enjoy going to book club without stressing about like, what's the conversation going to be? The reading journal just helps me have more fun with all of it, right? It makes me better. It makes me happy. And I could talk to you about it all day, but I'm not going to. So thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. If it was helpful for you, it'd be helpful for me if you would give it a thumbs up. And if you want to know more about the reading journal, here are some videos you should check out. See you next time.